The myth of the Nile Bride is a captivating tale from ancient Egypt, steeped in rituals and symbolism. Every year, Egyptians held a sacred ceremony to honor the Nile River, their lifeline in an arid land. The Nile was not just a river, it was considered a divine entity, a source of fertility, and a pathway to the afterlife. As the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, its annual flooding was crucial for ensuring the lands remained fertile and crops bountiful. Without the flood, famine and despair loomed. Thus, it was imperative to appease the god of the Nile, Hapi. The most poignant part of this ritual was the sacrifice of the Nile Bride. Chosen from among the most beautiful maidens, the Nile Bride was adorned in intricate garments, heavy with gold and precious stones that reflected the wealth and artistry of Egyptian civilization. The ceremony took place at the riverbank under a golden twilight. Priests chanted sacred hymns, their voices rising in haunting unison, as the offerings to Hapi were carefully placed in reed boats that floated alongside. The climax of the event was the symbolic offering of the bride to the Nile, a practice believed to ensure the river's grace and bounty for another year. This was not a grim execution, but rather a deeply spiritual act that conveyed the bride's willing union with the divine waters, her sacrifice hailed as an honor transforming her into an immortal guardian of the river. According to the myth, as the bride whispered her farewell, the heavens responded. The waters of the Nile embraced her, and the land soon welcomed the nourishing floods. The Nile Bride's tale isn't just about the sacrifice. It's a powerful metaphor for the harmonious relationship between humans and nature in ancient Egypt. It reminds us how deeply the Egyptians revered the cycles of life and death, and how they esteemed the Nile as a sacred entity whose mysteries were intertwined with their very existence. This ancient ritual, wrapped in the mystique of bygone eras, continues to echo through history, highlighting the complex interweaving of myth, culture, and nature that defines human experience.